If I were to pick a country to go back again after I visit every single country in the world, that country would have to be Bhutan, the country of dragon. Why is Bhutan my favorite country among all the 138 countries that I've been to? What have I learned from my Bhutan trip that helps me with a healthier mindset to live a happier life and grow a more sustainable business? Welcome to my video.
Welcome to Bhutan.
When I do my editing on this Bhutan video, I've been having smile all throughout my face. It is a truly happy place. But the happy place comes with a price. It's difficult to travel here, not only because of its limited number of flights, but also because you need to pay $250 a day as a foreigner. And guess who was sitting on the same plane with me to Bhutan? The Royal Bhutan Queen Jetsu Pema. She is the youngest living queen in the world. She was only 21 when she got married to the king. I wrote a lot about their love story in my book. If you're ever interested in, go check it out. It's truly a blessing to fly on the same plane with the queen. So why Bhutan is my favorite country among all the 138 that I visited? There are 10 main reasons. Number 10, they have amazing food. Almost every single dish got some chili. They like to cook small portions like tapas, but give you 10 different dishes. So you can try many of them in one meal. Their food is so yummy that I almost feel I can fly when I was eating them. Though their national dish is cheese with chili, my favorite is their ginger fried rice and their broccoli. There's nowhere else in the world can match the freshness of their broccoli. Number 9, super safe. You can leave your money on the table and nobody would ever steal it. Bhutan is one of the safest countries for solo female travelers. You won't find a single beggar in the entire country. The crime rate is 0 because Bhutanese believes in peace and is often known as the most peaceful place on earth. Number 8, down-to-earth culture. Even the royal family go to local school when they're growing up. That's why it's even more motivating for the government to build a better school. As I mentioned earlier, I even sat on the same commercial plane with the Royal Queen of Bhutan. Unlike the queen from other countries, she doesn't use private jet and often come out to mingle with the locals. Number 7. Bhutan is the only carbon-negative country in the world. That means they absorb more CO2 than they produce. There are so many trees across the country. It's unbelievable to see the nature and it feels surreal. Number 6. People have strong sense of security. A lot of time in our life, people get jealous, have ego. Either they're afraid of their boyfriend-girlfriend dating other people, or afraid they got kicked out of their jobs by competitors. Bhutanese believe that they are protected against evil with the protection of peanuts. Everywhere in their houses and shops got peanut sculpture and painting in some form. Number 5, back to simple. There's no road sign in Bhutan, but the postal office men still know where to deliver their mails and packages to. This may sound odd, but I quite enjoy the isolation and lockdown during the days in Bhutan, where I don't have cell phone connection and I don't see any road sign. Number 4, giving back. They have amazing healthcare system. They have no concept of health insurance because
Healthcare is all free.
Free medical is for everyone, even for foreigners. Bhutan has offered free universal healthcare since the 1970s. People's health has been taken care of since half a century ago. Number 3. Kind government. The government collects $250 a day from foreigners, but they always give back to their people and even their animals, like building a better school and environment. There's so many street dogs, but people always take care of them and take them to get vaccines, and the government will even pay them back. Number 2. Philosophy of life and values. I grew up with some of the same philosophy like Bhutanese. They have a very famous temple called Tiger's Nest Temple. It's so high up in the mountain and very difficult hike. Because Bhutanese believe that in order to see the most beautiful things, you need to make efforts to see them. Number 1. Happiest country in the world. Though they do have one of the fastest growing economy in the world, expecting 7.4% GDP growth in 2020, but they don't measure GDP. What they measure is GNH. And what is GNH? It's gross national happiness.
We have GNH for everything. I mean, there's so much GNH going on in Bhutan that we are convinced that we are happy. Really, really convinced.
That they acknowledge the economic development, but must be environmental sustainable.
I have a smart idea. It's happiness.
My trip in Bhutan makes me think about what the reasons are for making them the happiest country in the world. I'm not sure if Bhutan is the happiest country in the world, but I do feel everyone I've met are happy. And what I found is that happiest is contagious. So how do we apply these travel experiences to our real life and business world? There's no religion diversity in Bhutan. Everyone in the country is Buddhist. I'm not a Buddhist myself, but I've learned through my life experiences that the country with strong religious belief usually uphold their societal value much better than those that are not. Therefore, the distorted behavior or crimes will not appear as often or even close to non-exist. No matter if you are rich or poor, how to live a happy life has always been a popular topic. So how to live a happy life? Even before I traveled to Bhutan, I've adopted some of the same life philosophy in my personal practices, which makes me a much happier person than before when I had a different philosophy or values. For example, think in the interest of a bigger picture. In the case of Bhutan, they focus on sustainability, environment, and the nation of people, rather than individuals. If you always look for the result for yourself rather than thinking in a bigger picture, you may get disappointed easily. If your aim is to think in the interest of a bigger group, not just solely for yourself, of course I'm not asking you to lose money or anything, but I'm talking about setting up a factory that pollutes the environment, building a house by cutting all the trees, selling low-quality products for a short-term competition gain, or trying to earn your job promotion by saying bad things about your coworkers, or always have intention when meeting new people in your life without being genuine to them. I truly believe that the sustainability thinking will eventually make you better off and gain trust in the long run. Not only the sustainability thinking, but there are so many great lessons and philosophy that we can learn from Bhutan, which will benefit us, our business, and our life. If you're interested in learning more about my experience and views, feel free to check out my travel website, thekrazykoala.com with a K, my book 1 Million Miles. If you need help on personal coaching or business advisory, where I apply this philosophy from my international experiences, check out kksuccess.com. Special thanks to Yellow Bhutan Tours for providing some of the footage in this video. There's a link to their channel. You get discount on your next Bhutan trip if you say you're referred by the Crazy Koala. I'd appreciate if you can give me a like, subscribe, and share with friends. It will help me sustain this channel. Leave me a comment on what your favorite country is. I'll see you in the comment below.